Good morning, gang. Today, I figured out what I want to do with this channel, and I realized I don't really care what I do with this channel. I'm just gonna do what I like, and I like reading. What a powerful tool. That quote, I don't know who it was from, best quote ever. You know what I like more than materialistic things? Knowledge. So, I'm gonna start off with this book I haven't read, but I want to read. And it's called Woo's Wonderful World of Maths. What a great thing. I think it's by this author who's a YouTuber. What a lad. Give me. Send me. I don't know what to send me. Send me math. Send me numbers. I like my numbers. I like numbers in my bank account too. But this is not about numbers in bank account. No. This is about me being bored and you also being bored to listen to me being more bored as I bore you with some books, which are not boring because books are great. Just like you. Yeah, buckaroo. Being in my room, reading. Shall we start? Papa Fletch about to take you on a wild journey. Let me just get more closer to this. Papa Fletch. Let's start off with a book, eh? I just wish to, this man is a high school teacher of the highest degree. No doubt. Poor. So what was I on about? That's right, this man is a high school teacher of the highest degree. I need to get my deep voice. So. I like big butts. No. No, Fletcher. That's this. Chapter 14. Illuminati confirmed. And shall we start with the first word? Prologue. When I was a school student, I found little joy in mathematics. I understood parts of it, but always found it discouraging. Doing maths felt like trying to memorize an arbitrary set of rules in a game I didn't understand, and didn't even really have any interest in winning. Despite being able to wrap my head around quite a few of the ideas and theorems, I seldom experienced success because I kept making what my teachers always called silly mistakes. Careless errors and flaws in the accuracy of my calculations that prevented me from getting the right answer. As a teenager, that seemed to be what math was all about to me. Learning ways to take a problem and find some elusive number trapped within it. The solution. Since I never found it very easy to do that, I tolerated mathematics, but never enjoyed it or felt like I was any good at it. Instead, I focused on subjects that came to me much more naturally. English, history, and drama. But all that began to change the year I turned 19. I sincerely hoped that many of you opening this book share a story like mine. I don't. Sorry. But I agree. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I was much more mathematically minded than most people. Definitely. Did like myself some good drama though. Top notch. But I did not enjoy English or history. Interesting. Share a story like mine. Mathematics was never your thing. The reason I hope this is because if you're holding this book and are about to dive into its pages, then like me at age 19, I'm also 19. Your story isn't over yet, because you see, when I was 19 years old, I began training to become a mathematics teacher. That may sound a little surprising to you, given the way I described myself earlier, and I promise I'll explain how I ended up in this unusual position. But what matters for now is this. As I started out on the road to becoming a high school teacher, I learned a secret. Pray tell, pray tell. Actually, I learned hundreds of them, because I began to discover that mathematics was something very different from what I had thought it was. I started to uncover what Polish mathematician Stephen Banach. What a name! I hope I pronounced it right. Stephen Banach or Stephen Banach? Comment what you think. Was talking about when he said that mathematics is the most beautiful and most powerful creation of the human spirit. That's what this book is about. I want to take you with me on a journey. I went on to understand that math is all around us. Ooh, what a line! What a line! Math is all around us. He's got it. That's so good. What a book. Look at that. He's got like math is all around us. Around the page. Ooh. That's hot. That's hot. Math enables us to see and touch the invisible realities that make our universe what it is. And maths can help us more deeply appreciate all the things we love in this world. Those are some pretty big goals. So we best get to it. Happy reading. Already love this man. What ladry. Yeah, mathematics is the most beautiful and most powerful creation of human spirit. Stephen Banach. I already like this book a lot. That was the prologue there. I think we should start though. We're going to finish in chapter 1. I think chapter 1's quite short. Yes, it is. It's quite short. Oh, man, this mate already has me hooked. 19 years old, studying to be a teacher. Hot damn. That's me. I feel this man already. Mathematics. That's the way to go. Anyway, chapter 1. Born Mathematicians. Wilder. I wonder what this is going to be like. It's got a little meme, a mathematics meme. You know the memes that you find in like the mathematics tests? Oh, this man is a math teacher. Look at this. It's a little baby with some glasses. Adorable. Adorable. Absolutely adorable. 2 + 2 = question mark. That's questionable. Questionable. I've already got the jokes down, Pat. Yo! Are humans born mathematicians? Interesting question. Comment what your answer is. Or don't. No idea. Maybe I should say like and subscribe. How would I say that properly? Slap that like button and slap that subscribe button. What a slapper. Nah, it doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. Just doesn't feel right. This question was posed to me once during a radio interview. It came in the context of the assertion that humans are born scientists. You don't need to teach a child to experiment with their surroundings, observing the effects, and then repeat the process until they can confirm or deny a hypothesis. This behavior is instinctive and requires no formula training. In this way, even if they can't articulate it, children are thinking and working scientifically from the moment they first open their eyes and start to investigate the world around them. So are people born mathematicians? Do children think and work mathematically on their own, or is this a learned behavior? One of the reasons this question is on my mind is because it links closely to an idea that many people hold, which is that some people are born with mathematical ability while others are not. It usually comes in the form of the personal admission, I'm not a maths person. That was a whole lot of words that I just did not understand. But I think I did. It all came down to that I'm not a math person, which pretty much means he's saying, hey, he's probably going to go, hey, everyone's a math person. Everyone's mathematical. Everyone likes numbers. And I don't know, I'm a bit forbearing already on this. So are people born, do children, people are born scientists. Interesting definition of scientists. But, If we're saying the broad definition of science, which is literally test, result, repeat, try to find answer, then yes, everyone's a born scientist. But mathematics, what is mathematics? Mathematics is like, you apply a tool to a problem to get an answer or a result. That's what I think. It's almost like, tradies and stuff, they get the right tool for the job. Those sorts of things. It's wilding. Anyway, it's fairly common for people to think of mathematics as a special talent that only some people possess. If you aren't born with it, you can never really get it. Many people say this of themselves and teach it to their children. But does it have any basis in reality? Oh, ouch. To settle on an answer to this, he's really going against society. He's being like, ooh, burn the system, burn the system. What a teacher. No, he's not. No, he's not. I'm putting words in his mouth. No. He's challenging our thoughts and feelings about mathematics. It's like Jim Quick, which will be in the next book we'll probably read. Limitless by Jim Quick. Or another book. Frankly, I don't know. I'm going to start with this one, finish it off. It's a thick book. I'm already up to 10 minutes and it's already chapter 1. Reading with Fletcher. Hot damn. To settle on an answer to this, we really need to work out first what we mean by a mathematician. This turns out to be harder to define than you might actually think. A biologist is someone who studies living things. True. A physicist studies moving things. True. A chemist studies substances. Substances. An astronomer studies stars and planets. Oh, hot damn, stars. And planets. Yeah, astronomers not a real... Nearly got you there. No, astronomers are important. Unless they start doing astrology. Ouch. Astrologists, get out of here. A geologist studies rocks. Them some tasty rocks. I don't think geologists just study rocks, though. Anyway, no. These are all very well-defined fields with nice, neat boundaries. But what about a mathematician? What do they study? A knee-jerk response might be say that a mathematician studies numbers. But there are entire fields of mathematics that can be explored quite deeply without discussing numbers, such as geometry or topology. Topology. So what is it that all mathematicians have in common? The answer most people will agree on is that all mathematicians study patterns. A pair of odd numbers always add to an even number. The exterior angles of any polygon, no matter how big or small or irregular, always add up to a full revolution. The rows of Pascal's triangles always add up to a pair of 2. So, question. What do all mathematicians have in common? A. They study patterns. The path of an object under the force of gravity always traces out a curved shape, called a conic section. Either a circle, ellipse, parabola, or hyperbola. The florets of a flower always spiral outwards according to a very specific and ingenious geometric pattern. Let me just read that again. The path of an object under the force of gravity always traces out a curved shape called a conic section. Didn't know that. Learn something new every day, eh? Alright. Yeah, flowers have geometric patterns. Again, this is why it's impossible to put a fence around what mathematicians are interested in. They are interested in any kind of pattern, and patterns exist everywhere. We live in a patterned universe, a cosmos. This is what cosmos means, orderly and patterned, as opposed to chaos, disorderly and lacking sensible patterns. Now we can actually define the question we started with when we ask, are humans born mathematicians? What you're really asking is, are humans born to seek out and try to understand the patterns around us? Oh, you got us there, naughty, naughty, naughty. He's got us there. Ooh, ooh. Everyone likes a good pattern. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Stating the question is this way makes things clear. Are humans born to seek out and try to understand the patterns around us? The answer is emphatically yes. The human brain is nothing if not a pattern recognizing machine, built from the ground up to perceive patterns in our surroundings. You can describe virtually every function of the brain in terms of its relationship to patterns. What is smell? It's our recognition of specific olfactory patterns and associating of them with good, sweet, and some of them with bad, bitter. Bruh. That's big words. I smell, and it smells good. Yummy. Tasting. That's, one leads to the other sort of thing. It's like if something happens, then, this should happen. The recognition of patterns. Usually it's not completely correct sometimes, some things don't cause the other. But yeah, we understand the cause and effect pattern. If this happens, that will happen. If I eat, or drink 3 liters of milk, I'm going to vomit. That's just a pattern thing, Scientifically, they can explain why it happened, science stuff. But in the end, if I drink 3 liters of milk, I'm going to vomit. I haven't tried drinking 3 liters of milk, though. Ideas. Anyway, you can describe virtually every function of the brain in terms of its relation to patterns. What is smell? It's our recognition, What is memory? It's the connection of patterns with specific meanings, like the facial and vocal cues of people we meet, whom we can therefore later recognize. Much of what we would describe as understanding or skill is the ability to recognize patterns more effectively than others. An experienced doctor can recognize a condition through a particular pattern of symptoms. An expert taxi driver knows the most efficient pattern of roads and turns to take to get to their destination given their current location and traffic conditions. And as we gain practice at performing certain patterns over time, they become a part of our character and personality. We call them habits. It isn't just seeing patterns that we humans are so good at. We love making our own patterns, and the people who do this well have a special name. We call them artists. Musicians, sculptors, painters, cinematographers, all of them are creators of patterns, and hence they are also mathematicians in their own way. I once heard music described as the joy that people feel when they are counting, but they don't know it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Due to Islam's aversion towards representations of human and animals, Islamic design primarily consists of intricate arrangements of tiles that are literally geometric patterns. Humans are so accustomed to looking for patterns that we even see patterns where they don't exist. The gambler's fallacy and part of the placebo effect are perfect examples of our unstoppable desire to link cause and effect in our daily experience. Big brain right here. I figured that out. I guessed where it was going. Yeah, boys. Even when careful logic actually suggests otherwise. So yes, I think humans are born mathematicians. We aren't necessarily born as good ones, but that's why I love being a mathematics teacher. It's what drives me to help people grasp the subject. When we grow as mathematicians, we become better at pursuing the deeply human drive to understand the beauty and logic behind the patterns that animate the universe. That's hot. As Will Smith said. That's hot. Okay, that's the first chapter done of Eddie Wu's Wonderful World of Maths. What an excellent start. Just to go over what we just went through. He went through a bit of backstory when he was 19 years old and he started to understand the true meaning of mathematics. Or started to. Now his beautiful mathematics has driven him to write a book, I guess. And it is a beautiful book. Wonderful book. I fully agree with the fact that, mathematics is just not numbers. There's many times when I was doing my engineering course where we weren't even studying maths. We were studying just looking at, pictures of buildings. I'm like, that's a cool building. What if forces were downwards? What if forces were upwards? What if, all these what if questions. And it was pretty wild. But in the end, mathematics is just not numbers. It is the patterns. It is the idea that if you were to apply this tool to a certain problem, then it will pop up like this. So if you believe that you are not a math person, then believe this. You are a patterns person, and maths relates to patterns. So don't give up. Don't give up. Thank you for watching. Top notch. Have a great morning. See you in the morning, gang.